Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in to E3 2018 with Free For All. I'm Josh Barnett alongside Trey Elliott,
Yo.
Chuck Nally,
Hello,
and Evan Swafford.
Woo!
Ubisoft's conference in the books.
It is.
Conference number 4 out of 6?
It is.
Something along those lines. Interesting conference. A lot of stuff that we knew about and really not many surprises.
Some peaks and some valleys.
Definitely highs and lows.
Mostly lows for me.
Mostly lows for you?
Oh, you didn't have another like synonym, ebbs and flows?
I did not. It turns out.
Things that comes and goes.
Joes and blows.
I wasted all of my my mental energy on that country song reference just a minute ago.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, you know what?
Spent.
Yeah, that's okay.
Clearly one of the highs, though, is
those glasses.
they're starting with Just Dance. Just Dance.
Just dance.
Just Dance 2019.
Hey.
That was the best part of the show.
That
You know
That
what?
fucking sucked.
I had fun with it.
I was like unusually annoyed by it.
Yeah, I could tell.
They
Like,
do it
I was
almost
like,
every year. Last
They don't
year
open
they didn't.
with it, and you had the next game they showed should have been what they opened with.
Nah, Just Dance.
No,
Get
see,
hype.
I prefer just like, let's just knock it
Just
out.
get the
you
fuck
know it's
over
gonna be
with.
there. It was mildly entertaining.
You're like,
Is it
Get
dude
out
in
of
a
the way.
panda
But see,
suit?
you can't be like, no, we gotta have
That's
Just
how I do
Dance
it.
every year. You know they're gonna show it, so just you can't be bothered by it, and then be bothered when EA shows sports. It's
Yeah,
the
Trey.
same thing. I'm looking at you.
Shut up. I don't complain about the sports stuff,
You
except
do
for the
a
fact
little.
that NBA
The
Live
sports stuff
sucks.
is, I will say that the only difference, and this is in no way defending Josh because that's against my religion, but is
He does have
the sports stuff. The sports stuff does get sort of boring, whereas at least the Just Dance thing. Was
They went
entertaining.
fast on it this year, though. One of the
They
few
did.
things
I was
EA
very
did
happy about that.
correctly.
No, they still didn't do it right.
You guys ever
Anyway,
wonder what panda tastes like in a burger?
Not until just
Steak?
now.
he asked it earlier.
Bit
I
gamey.
refused.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
I've never had bear. I wonder if it's very similar.
I mean, it is bear, so probably.
Yeah, but they call koalas koala bears. They're not bears. They're marsupials.
That's fair.
They are.
I get that, but a panda bear
They have large
is indeed
claws,
a
too.
bear.
Does he have necessities?
And syphilis, by the way.
Chlamydia.
Is it chlamydia? I thought it's
It's
syphilis.
chlamydia because it's the John Oliver Koala Chlamydia Award.
That's hard to say.
I've
It
heard it
is.
both ways.
This is way better than talking about Just Dance.
Then they went to Beyond Good and Evil 2 with an
Yes, sir.
awesome CG trailer.
Holy God! Like I just kind
It
of
was
want a
really
movie.
good.
That's what I'm
Yes.
saying, man. The world is so cool in that
What?
game.
I want like there to be just whether it's Beyond Good and Evil or something else. Like, why aren't there more CG movies in the world
That are
with
like adult-ish or
yeah, like
more
that
like
quality, that high quality type
because
CG?
do you know how much that shit costs to make?
I mean, but
Less
still,
than Avengers.
I'll give,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I'll
that's
give
been a
you
lot
some,
of movies.
but it won't make Avengers money. Is
No,
the
it
difference?
won't.
Yeah, that's fair.
but it does.
I'll give you a couple examples. Let's see. Dante's Inferno, Dead Space, all those were CG movies, and nobody ever watched them.
They weren't quite this level.
They're not that level.
Honestly, you'd have to go to,
But-
as a matter of fact, keep vamping. I'm going to look up its production budget, but you'd have to go to Final Fantasy The Spirits
That's-
Within.
Yeah, Final Fantasy's the only thing that's
So
ever done it.
vamping, sports night. There was a speech one time, tubes and stuff. It was stupid. The
Cliff
end.
Gardner was his name, as a matter of fact.
Cool.
Is that what you were looking up? I
No.
thought the pig guy was something else. When he named something else. Wait, isn't this a prequel? Didn't they keep saying prequel?
Okay,
Yes, it is.
Well, there's some confusion about that afterwards. Like
Because he knows her.
there's some people saying that maybe like they're just going to make like a reboot or something like that. That it's not. They may not be holding the prequel stuff.
Maybe. Final
thought they said
Fantasy
it
The
during
Spirits
the
Within
conference.
production
First
budget
conference they did.
$137 million in 2001. Imagine making
much did that
movie
make?
now. 32.
Fuck you, new Spawn. You get 12
Good lord. The Rock makes more than that now.
Yeah,
when
Literally.
he blinks. Anyways, Beyond Good and Evil 2. Yeah, it is supposed to be a prequel from what they announced last year, but there's some confusion on that now. I don't really
Fairly
care.
certain They said it during this conference.
This one too? I know they
pretty
said it
sure.
last year.
I don't know.
I had
They
my
showed
earbud
Jade
in.
from the original
Same here.
one.
Yeah, which obviously, and now they're thinking the pig that they thought was like related to the one from the first one may actually be the one from the first one.
Which would be interesting. I mean, I think it looks cool. They did have some
They called him by his
gameplay
name.
Did they?
Yeah, during the conference.
I
they
missed
called him
it.
by
I
his
don't know.
name.
starring Chalamet.
Ooh la la. No, I think it's the same pig.
Okay.
Entirely possible.
I don't-
I
I never
don't
played the
know
first
much
one, so it
about
doesn't-
Beyond Good and Evil. I don't like. I played a small amount
Because
of
that
it.
lady said, and that's right, that was blah, and everybody's like, woo.
Because I'm gonna just wiki the story,
Nailed
and then
it.
also a lot of people are saying you're probably not gonna have to play
No.
the first one. Like they're
Good.
calling this as 2, but almost like just a.
It's
reboot.
been one of those games I've always wanted to play though. So it's
If
backwards compatible and it was free on Xbox Live.
I was gonna
like
say
a
if they
while
bust out
ago.
like a remaster edition or something. Real
I'm pretty
quick,
sure
They did.
they did at one point.
yeah, and I think
was-
that's the
I,
free
I own the game.
I understand
yeah.
that, but I'm talking about like on current gen systems now. Like if they brought out a PS4 or a Switch or an Xbox version, that is
They did.
like
yeah.
Not for Switch, but
no, they didn't release Beyond Good and Evil on this generation. It was Xbox 360.
But
they did a
it's backwards
remaster on
compatible.
Xbox. Well, they did a remaster.
I was gonna say, they did
about
an
a
HD
year
remake,
ago,
yeah.
right?
yeah, a year or two.
Yeah.
I don't think you're right on that.
I'll look it up.
I know
You
that
go
I
ahead
can
and look
play
it
it
up.
on
Let's
my
argue about
Xbox
it.
One. That's all. I do know that.
For love of Christ. Anyway, the video, like the actual gameplay, I thought looked really cool. I wish it had been direct feed because I had a hard time seeing what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, I didn't have that problem. They did have a throwaway line of dialogue that the campaign will be co-op.
Yeah, they did say that you could do some co-op stuff with that, and like the transitioning from atmosphere and like vehicle to ground and like pretty much everything all seamlessly done with no loading and everything, which is cool. A la No Man's Sky, but better.
Good.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt came out
Hit
to
record.
talk about hit record.
Hit record's kind of a cool thing.
It's
They
like
did-
crowdsourcing music.
Yeah, and to clear that up, if you haven't like watched afterwards, or if you were wondering, or saw, because several people like Max Scoville, I know I talked to you about on IGN. I saw a lot of people put it were like, "Whoa, are they like just like crowdsourcing like a lot of their stuff for their game pro bono, and so they don't have to pay creators? Because if so, that's like super shady."
Yeah.
But because he said it was in the original script, Joseph Gordon-Levitt quickly came back. He's like, "We fucked up." He's like, "That was supposed to be said." He's like, "Since 2000 whatever when they started this, we paid out over $3 million to creators. We pay our creators, so
Which is cool.
that is good. It doesn't cut out a large portion of the video game industry."
Yeah. Then they hit us with Rainbow Six Siege, just kind of an update. They hit 35 million players for their player base there. There's some conference or tournament or something going on,
Esports things is
Yeah.
happening.
which is cool.
Siege is so much fun.
Sure, I never got a chance to play it, but no real new content there or anything. They did go straight into Trials Rising,
New trials.
which looks
Very
awesome.
excited.
God, some of the crashes were just magic. When he crashed into the bell, the
Yeah.
sound was just the best.
Trey
Yeah.
once tricked me into buying Trials when Trials Fusion came out because he said like it was multiplayer in a different way than what it was, and I was so mad.
Oh, that's right.
And then-
Because I got it too, and I was mad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then months later I was like bored, and so I just started playing Trials. It's awesome.
It's great.
And they did
I ended
add
up playing
in
it
that
more than
functionality.
they did eventually. I played it more than like anybody else. I played that so much, and I love that game.
I don't think I'm gonna get this on Switch.
I'm thinking about it. It's a good Switch game.
It really is.
But
It's
there,
not pushing the hardware super hard. So
there
that
was a
you
lot
can-
of online stuff for the other. It's the only thing I worry about.
I mean, but they managed to do that particular side of it well with like Mario Maker and shit like that. Like, I'm not afraid of them doing the crowdsourcing levels.
He's not afraid.
Because the crowd, like fan build
Take
levels,
a
are
chance.
some of the best parts of Trials. Like just going and doing something because they
Yeah.
create like the craziest
Yeah.
stuff.
I don't think they're gonna have any problem with that
Yeah,
whatsoever.
that I wouldn't worry about. It's just
Man, I
if
hope
we
they-
were going to play online
Did you
at
say you hope they fix the level editor? Because that's what I want them to fix.
It's so hard to do.
It's
Yeah, people.
See-
But the thing is, people make really good levels. Out
That
of it.
guy that they brought
God
out,
bless them.
the guy they brought out that his was like Fat something was his name of his creator name, whatever.
Right.
He's a known like Trials creator, and
Yeah.
like, they brought him on because of his
Oh,
tutorial videos. He
yeah.
teaches you not only how to the best way to play, but he teaches people how to build
Oh,
tracks and
okay.
stuff like
The
that.
dude who spoke
I thought it
B
was-
word fat.
yes,
I thought it was cool that they had got some, like a creator from the community and like
it was super
hired
cool.
him
Yeah,
on.
they had a whole team actually. They got 20
Yeah.
people just from the community. That
thought I
was
saw-
really cool.
I thought I saw one of the guys from Achievement Hunter and Rooster Teeth in that little video as well, which I thought was cool. I thought that was Jack Patillo. Either way, like, yeah, I mean, Trials is awesome. I'm happy there's a new one coming February 2019, probably on the 22nd.
It's 29th.
Oh God, at least.
It's a week
It's
later.
a whole week. You get 1 week to play Metro Exodus, Days Gone, and all of Anthem, plus whatever that other Crackdown.
Trials is my thing where you
You
guys
can
are
just-
like, we're going to be on in 20 minutes. I'm like, sweet, I got 20 minutes of Trials.
Play
There's
Trials.
not a lot
Yeah.
of other games you can do that with.
knock out 3 or 4.
That's the
No, yeah.
beauty
whatever.
of Trials.
They showed a cool trailer for the Division 2.
Yeah.
Slow panning through all the streets of DC and like the different variations of man's inhumanity to man, so to speak, in that game, which I thought was a really cool trailer. And then they came out and gave some announcements they're planned for year one and how much they
Their
had.
apology tour.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Pretty much how much
It
they
was
had
a cooler
learned
way
from the
of
first game.
apologizing than EA did.
True story, where they
Low
literally
bar,
came up and were just
to be
like,
fair.
we fucked up.
My
8-player
bad.
raids are coming, full raids. They
Actual
say.
raids,
Which
like
is
it will
awesome.
be an actual raid.
They say, quote, years of frequent and major updates. And then the year one outline was 3 episodes, each with their own story and areas, and all of that content is completely free. Coming out March 15th. I think that's cool. I am on the fence. I'm like 60% wanting to buy this game right now.
You won't get it.
Yeah,
No,
I
he's
want to
gonna-
buy
he's
this
gonna get it.
game, but
No,
I
no,
don't
no.
know that I will buy this game. I do think it's cool what they're doing, though.
Oh, here's a prediction. Trey will buy it and never play it. Josh will say that he's going to buy it and not.
All right.
Maybe.
I mean,
They
I'm
brought
more
out
frugal with my game buying as of late.
They brought out a freaking harmonic section or a Philharmonic section, basically, to do a Mario plus Rabbids
That
musical
was a
performance.
rock band, sir.
There was cellos and shit. That's not a rock
They're
band.
electric cellos, motherfucker.
That still doesn't make it rock.
That bitch was rocking out on that cello.
If that's not rock, I don't know what it is.
Either way, all that to announce that the Donkey Kong Adventure DLC
To
comes
previously announced content we
out
already knew
June
about.
26th. It was neat. People
went
loved
on
that
so
game.
it was
long.
also like 20% of
I
their
should play
conference.
more of
It
that
went
game.
on so long. I was like, my God.
There were 2 games that dominated this conference, and that was one of them.
Skull and Bones got a pretty good.
That's the other one.
No, Assassin's Creed outweighed them all, but we'll talk about
Assassin's
that.
Creed was really long.
It was long. This
You
was
just
also
really, really
very,
liked it.
very
Yeah,
long.
Skull
Man.
and Bones was super long.
I loved what I saw at Skull and Bones.
All right,
though,
so
man.
they do that was actually a great cut demo and a great trailer. Like, they made this exciting. They made me, like, for a second be like, I really want this, because it does look super fun.
It's Black
But
Sails.
if I think about it in my head, I'm like, we won't play that, like, and we won't ever
Yeah.
get good at it. So I'm just not going to buy it. But it made me forget it for a minute because looking at it is super cool.
Like, I don't know. I'm probably gonna buy and play this. I loved the ship combat in Black Flag. It's not like Sea of Thieves. We're not all on one ship. Everybody has their own ship, and it's way easier to
Not
control
necessarily. They are talking about multiple person ships, and it is also not as simplified as Assassin's Creed. They have said that there are way more components to the ship fighting.
than that. Everything they just showed, I had done in an Assassin's Creed game.
I mean, I'm
Like,
saying what they said out loud.
I'm just saying, like, I am not afraid of getting good at that game.
afraid.
Stop
And
it.
also, games like that, you have to play a lot. And they're also talking about this maybe like a World of Tanks style, like, grind to level up on.
Ooh.
I don't know. As of right now, I am intrigued enough that I plan on buying that game. I thought it looked cool. I loved all the pirate hideout stuff, the way the customization worked, actual improvements for your ship for the
They
customization.
have that
which
for
is-
the most part on Sea of Thieves too.
It just doesn't improve your ship, and that's like
you are
it bugs.
salty right now.
No, it just that
Like
bugs
the
the shit out of
sea.
me. I'm not salty. It's just you're challenging everything I say I want to
You
play.
were trying to blow
Hey,
through
he's
it,
not
and we're trying
afraid.
to talk about
Not
it. We're on a
afraid.
podcast.
I'm not trying to blow through it.
Like
Ladies,
the winds
ladies.
of the sea.
I do hate Chuck though.
That salty sea
Anything
thing
more
was
you would
pretty
like
funny.
to talk about with that?
Please talk about what the fuck I just asked you.
I didn't hear what you said.
How is it different?
Then what?
The customization.
Then Sea of Thieves?
They do most of the same stuff on there.
They don't. There's actual improvements for the way your ship handles and the way you're like they
I actually agree with Josh on this. When they started
I'm
showing off,
legit asking. I'm not
Yeah,
arguing.
when they started showing off the cannons in specific, like some of them had a lot more range and accuracy, and some
Right,
of them
because
did
they
a
are
lot more
two very
damage
different
Yeah,
games.
better
when
stockpile
when they're
and-
close, and then they had that big round one that shot up like a mortar.
Right.
So that probably does like splash fire damage. So
Well,
that-
clearly the combat is different, mainly because these are two vastly different games.
I
Despite
mean, the
they have
weapons are different,
yeah.
and the way it looked like the way that you like the different sails that you can have.
Because when
on
you
your ship
posted
would-
it, like they were what they were changing on screen, and granted, I get text is delayed, but they were changing out sails and putting on different maiden heads, and I was like, all of that is in Sea of Thieves.
before they were doing
It
that, they
doesn't
showed
change
the
any-
cannons and whatnot.
it doesn't change anything on Sea of Thieves though. That one
Yeah.
they specifically said that it'll make you faster or more.
Yeah.
It's
cut
not
your-
just cosmetic.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
And
And,
Sea
like-
of Thieves is cosmetic, which is, I mean, that was
it
their
works for
intent.
Sea of Thieves,
Right? No, yeah, that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
That was not clear. It's what I'm trying to ask you.
Okay, I didn't hear the
Don't
question.
get angry. You
Oh, no,
either.
I'm not angry at you.
Oh, okay. Oh,
You,
you
though.
okey doke me.
Fuck you.
Move the face. That's how
You got some
roll.
stuff on your back, by the way. It's bugging
That's
me.
what happens with boob to face.
It does.
Anyway, Transference. You're not gonna play this.
I am going to play this.
You
You're not
gotta
gonna
use that
finish
VR
it.
for something,
It's been 2 years.
man.
Then get the Prey thing.
I'm thinking about it.
Get it, so I can play it.
But if I play in VR,
Vicariously.
can I play against you?
I don't know.
That's
you can
the
if
thing.
if we're talking about Elder Scrolls Blades.
Yeah, no, Blades, sure,
Blades.
which I don't want to play that. But yeah, I don't know if I would be like in the same type of game as you if I was in VR.
That's fair. Would
This
it
looks-
also be 1-on-1, or would we
That's
have to
the
pick
thing,
up
I
4
don't-
randos?
I don't know.
Because
That's
straight up play video games.
that holds me back. Yeah, I think that'd be really
True.
cool to play in VR. But yeah, now Transference also just from aesthetically looks better than almost every other VR game, on PSVR at least.
Yeah, that did
Like,
look really cool.
Miles better.
We don't know that. I mean, I will be honest. We don't know that's what it looks like on PSVR. They very easily that could have been Vive gameplay, and it's dumbed down for PSVR. It is just a flat out less powerful variation of VR, so I would not be surprised. Either way, it looks really cool. I would like to play it, and you can play it traditionally, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah, you don't have to
I
have
would-
VR for
I'd
this.
like to play it in VR. I want to get a VR headset. I just right now I'm leaning toward PSVR only because it's more accessible.
Evan will say his.
Mhm.
I'm not paying $300 for something I can get cheaper now.
For all the stuff with games, yeah, you can't get that.
$299.
He knows.
Well, that would be closer. That wasn't your
99.
opening bid. Now we can talk.
Plus tax.
That comes out this
Interesting,
fall,
somehow.
which is cool.
It's not really that cool. I wish it came out at a different time.
February, say,
That's fair. Yeah, when is
Next
the good?
July.
otherwise known as Gameageddon
That's when like Last of Us 2 is coming out. I'm almost positive.
July?
They like the
Of
June.
2020?
Naughty Dog likes the June releases. We'll
is
find
such
out
a-
tonight, probably. Starlink coming out October 16th, just a mere week and a half before Red Dead.
Yay.
I don't know. This looks kind of fun. I don't give a shit about the building ships part. The gameplay itself didn't look bad.
Man, you don't give a shit.
I mean, I wish I said that it was if it wasn't
Damn
Toys
it.
of Life and they just had a like spaceship battle game, like that would be pretty fun if it was like $30 for the way that looks. Cause
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think this looked fun at all. Like ship components are not personally.
I think most people ratcheted up the fun quotient when they saw Starfucks.
It
oh
did
my
sound like
God.
Star Fox.
That's what he was saying. Fucks his crew.
Either way, another Nintendo collaboration with Ubisoft.
That was cool.
It is cool. I
Yeah.
mean, they were very smart to do that because yes, now at least a small population of people will be interested in trying this game. It'll
Rob
only be
Barnett.
on Switch. Rob Barnett has already confirmed he is one of them. But I think we
Shocker.
also see some more Star Fox tomorrow, which might take the wind out
Fox.
of the sails for this game.
Star Fox. You think there's a new Star Fox game coming?
The one that
Oh,
that
yeah,
Retro's
yeah.
working at.
Okay, yeah, the racer.
Yeah, which I think would be more fun than this.
Oh, Starfuck
Oh, yeah.
Racing. That's cool.
That would be more fun.
Oh,
than
Star
this.
Fox
I thought
Racing.
you were talking about like a
Like a
mainline
traditional Star Fox game?
And I was
No.
like, well,
Just
they
as
do
like
You guys are
refuse-
mispronouncing it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm
he has
sorry.
been refusing to acknowledge that those guys were saying fucks.
They gave some.
He doesn't give a fuck.
After that, another thing coming out. The joke would have been better
See,
for.
just
I don't give a
forcing things.
fox.
I know, just plowing through.
I'm not giving that the time of day.
Listen, sir, I don't appreciate you critiquing all my jokes. You're not exactly like gold star comedian material over here.
I've been on a bit of a roll lately. I don't give a shit.
Butter roll.
For Honor getting its first major expansion, really, in terms of like adding a fourth class.
Marching Fire.
Marching Fire,
there
October
was-
16th as well.
There were people that were really excited about
It
that.
got
People
a loud
like-
roar, and I was like, all of them are there.
People
Yeah.
really like For Honor. It just didn't sell extremely well, and it took a while to get. Like, people like that game, especially when it got its dedicated servers. When it stopped having connectivity issues, people really enjoy it.
Yeah, that wasn't my problem at all. It's when I was still doing
No.
the same thing 12
Yeah.
hours in. I was like,
I feel like the DLC, like it's just now you could be bored in China. Like there's really
I will say this though, it is you can get it free on Uplay for the next week.
That's cool.
that is
If
cool.
on PC,
And-
yeah.
Anytime
Yeah.
publishers offer their games for free, it's cool.
I agree. I think it looks cool. I think the uniqueness of the Chinese faction characters look kind of cool. That Breach Castle Siege mode
Breach
looks
does
pretty
look cool.
Yeah, it does.
I like that they're adding to that game. I could see For Honor 2 being a thing in a couple of years.
Oh, it's gonna be a
Unlike
thing.
Siege,
Oh,
which
yeah.
I think will be the thing they do for a long time, I could actually see For Honor getting a full-on sequel. Speaking of full-on sequels, The Crew 2 comes out in like 2 weeks.
It looks fun, man.
It so does.
It
You
looks
can,
really fun.
This is an example of a game.
Open beta.
I'm gonna play the open beta, and I
I mean,
think it's smart what they're doing. They're doing
I
that to
downloaded
sell the
closed
game.
beta
Yeah.
and just
We didn't play.
No, it's set there.
But I mean, right
I never
now
put
I
in that
might could
code.
actually play a little bit of that, and it's smart what they're doing. This is not a beta to fix the game. I'm sure they'll do a little bit of that. This is to be like, hey, just try it for free.
Try it before you
see
buy
if,
it.
See if you would
Yeah.
like to play.
They did the same thing with the first one, though.
I know. I think it's a
Yeah.
smart thing that they're doing, and
I
it,
can't believe this got a sequel.
I know.
They must have
because
a
we
way
all played
bigger-
that beta and then never played the real game.
that's not true.
He
Me
did.
and Evan played it quite a bit.
Yeah.
We found Chattanooga and drove around it. It was a very small
It
town.
was tiny.
Did it look like Chattanooga?
Take that,
at all?
No.
Iron Man 3.
It was like literally like 3 streets.
Like if you had it floored when you hit Chattanooga, it was by in a blink.
Did it say Chattanooga though?
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Oh,
It was
did you
big-
find Waycross, Georgia, or Jessup?
No, those were not on the map. But I did. I drove across the United States at least 5 times in that, and that's a 2-hour drive.
Yeah, I did that once in the
2
beta.
hour
It's a long
tour.
time. I remember going over the Rockies and I broke my Mustang.
We
tap
spent
'em?
a lot of time on the beach. It was good.
That
It
was
is
a
a
decent
cool
game.
idea for a game.
The first one was kind of bare bones, and I think like this is more what they wanted to do
Yeah.
finally. And like they've added all these. There's power boats and
That
like
jump
stunt
across streets
planes.
in the city. What is happening with that?
It does. Like they're racing through the sea, all of a sudden a power boat just goes
Flies over the car.
and you don't see water anywhere.
That motherfucker
funny.
comes out of nowhere.
It looks really fun, and if that beta's fun, I might buy the Crew 2.
You can do a barrel roll in midair and tap have the motorcycle drive off the side of the wing, which will never happen.
We did something similar in Grand Theft Auto. It took hours, but we kept ramping the ambulance way up in the air and then drive a motorcycle off a ramp on top of a building to try and ramp off of the
I
ambulance.
remember that
and
night.
we did it.
Yeah, we did.
I have it on video. So yes, it will be possible.
Who was, it was me, you, Tori, and somebody. Was it Chuck?
Probably
Probably
Lee.
Joe.
It wasn't me.
It was not
Okay.
you, it would've been
Lee, maybe?
then, yeah.
I don't know. I don't plan on playing the Crew 2, but
It was,
I'll try
it
the
was
beta.
Boone, but he kept dropping and then giving up.
Like it's hot.
And then they closed out the show, sadly, with
With a whole lot of Assassin's Creed.
yeah, no Splinter Cell, no Watch Dogs, no Rayman, nothing like that.
No, one more thing. And yeah,
No.
everyone expected at least one of those 3.
Yeah.
That's very disappointing. But yes, Assassin's Creed Odyssey got reconfirmed in Greece. You could choose your character this time. so you can play-
Alexios.
Yeah, you can
That's
play
cool.
as Alexios
Cassandra.
or Cassandra.
It seems they want you to play as Cassandra.
I kind of want to play as Cassandra.
They really showed a lot of her, and she's hot.
Alexios is kind of bland.
She's hot, but her voice was bad.
It's the Greek accent.
Was it, though?
Sure.
All right.
So if you went up to him and said, "Hey, Alexis, what's the weather today?" What'd he say?
Alexios.
What'd he say?
That's the Greek version. Hey, Alexios.
This game
Play
is
Skyrim.
sponsored by
Climate.
Amazon.
Climate.
I think this looks really cool. I like that you play that one character for the whole game, which was kind of people's complaint about a little bit of Origins. Is
Oh,
that
get over it.
you could only play as
Halo
Bayek
2,
or...
bitches.
Oh, right. Anyway, you can only play a few missions as Aya, his wife. I like that you can just choose the character the entire time. I like that there's like dialogue trees
Yeah, that was
Um,
cool.
that seem
Were
to
they
have
used?
some sort of impact on the game, or at least they made it seem like it would.
Yeah.
Socrates is there, and that's their historical character.
Socrates?
Yes, Bill and Ted. Socrates.
Okay. I haven't seen Bill and Ted in 20 years.
Yeah, the last time they in Origins they had Caesar and Cleopatra.
Yeah, they did
Was
Da
it
Vinci in
Caesar?
2,
Yeah.
and
Kaisar in the Fallout universe.
I think wasn't Da Vinci in all 3 of the Rome ones? In 2, Brotherhood and Revelation?
Definitely in some of them.
Most
Creed
Assassin's
into
Creed
Origins.
sucks.
I like it. Either way, I like whenever they bring in the actual characters. I like that we didn't see any anime stuff in this. Hopefully they just kind of ditch it. I'm sure they won't, but
You'll see it.
Yeah, it'll be
Yeah.
there.
They just had to minimize it.
It was some of the stuff was cool just until you got to the point in Origins where you actually had to do stuff
Yeah, and you're
outside
like,
of the
I don't want to
animus.
do this.
I mean, it was clear they're phasing it out though.
That's good. They
I would
need
like
to
it
for
was
them to
like
just drop it.
literally half an hour.
You start
worth
to
of
get into
stuff.
the story, and then you're like, oh.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
literally. I loved like the architecture and everything around the world. That statue of the dude with the buzzards, like eating him
yeah.
open on the ground. It was awesome.
Well, I mean, Origins was so accurate that they made a museum mode and put it in schools.
I wanted to use that and download it because it's free.
So that's gonna spoilers.
Do that in
That's
VR,
gonna happen again.
$300.
$299.99 plus tax and interest. But yeah, so it's going to be very, very historically accurate because that's what they seem to be going for now.
Yeah, I mean,
Which is awesome,
at one
by
point
the
you're
way.
hanging off the giant axe of a minotaur, and then the very end of that trailer showed what looked kind of like a minotaur.
It did. You're also Leonidas' grandson or daughter.
That's cool.
Yeah, which was cool. You have the broken spear of Leonidas
Yeah, that was
as
awesome.
one of your weapons. I'm really excited. They seem to have gone even heavier into the RPG elements, which was one of my favorite
It
parts
was
of
very
this.
heavy in RPG, which is a smart move for them.
I like that they're not afraid of Red Dead. Apparently, they'll give you 20 days to play this game. It's out October 5th.
No, it won't, because I will not be done with Spider-Man and Tomb Raider by then.
Yeah.
Busy ass
So it
time
comes
of
out
year, man.
October 5th this year?
Uh-huh.
Yeah! He shoots, he scores in your face, Trey. Assassin's Creed going
You
to
predicted that
He
it
doesn't remember that
You
prediction
predicted it
at
would
all.
not come out this year, that they would give it another break.
Oh yeah,
And he said, Ubi gonna Ubi, and go back to putting it out.
yeah.
It does worry
still
me
think
that
it
they're
should've
back to
waited,
the
but-
back-to-back years, because rarely has that ever worked
I
out
say
for them.
thank you.
Yeah.
Sigh. So that worries me. I do like the changes they made. Like, I would like to play Origins, but it's too crowded. This year's, I'm not going to play this. It's just too
And
crowded.
the thing is, there's
Yeah.
no like after New Year's lull or anything. Like,
Yeah, like I've got Spider-Man on the 7th, so I'm going to be playing that. So I'm not even going to play Tomb Raider, which is one of my favorite franchises, like, currently going.
I'll play
like,
Tomb Raider.
like starting. Like, I'll finish Spider-Man, then I'll go straight into Tomb Raider, which will probably be around
Red
the 1st
Dead.
of October. And then by the time I finish that, it's going to be time for Red
Red
Dead.
Dead,
And then
then-
after that finishes, I've got Just Cause and Hitman.
Movies
and don't
TV.
forget about
Yeah.
in the middle of that, there's also Fallout 77.
Yeah, and if we're going to be playing, if I play anything with friends,
The Order 1887.
if I'm playing anything with multiplayer, it'll be Fallout 76 with you guys. Like, there is no way I will play this game, even though I think it looks interesting. Like,
I'm
they
gonna
should have
play
put
it.
it out at
Same
a
here.
different time.
Please play Fallout with me.
I am going to play Fallout.
I'm going to play Fallout with you as
I
well.
know, I know you are, but please.
I am like stoked. I am.
He just
we
doesn't really
understand.
want you.
Thank you.
I am going directly to one of those nuclear sites and building a base. I don't care how many other people are there.
You will get wrecked.
I don't care because if we do manage to, all I'm going to do is nuke every other nuclear site.
But then you're just going to be bitching about all the people that keep shooting you.
Oh, that's a great strategy.
Nuke the nukes?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you control the only nuke, you are God.
Oh my God. That's got to be Trump 2020, right?
Trump 2020.
The nukes.
Make America nukey again.
Trump's just gonna kick Mike Pence to the curb and just run with his running mate as a nuclear
Whatever,
weapon.
man. Apparently Canada's
the
the enemy, by the
Vault
way.
Boy.
God damn it, man. We can't talk about this. I don't want to get into it. Assassin's Creed looks awesome.
I can't wait, man.
Overall
play
impressions.
Yeah. I'll play it right before the awards, so it'll be my
so
game of the
like
year.
around like end of January, yeah.
Hitman's wife's bodyguard
and Assassin's Creed Origins, yeah.
will be the number 1 and number 2 game of the
Seems
year
to
for
be a
Chuck
thing with
again
me.
and movie.
It is
Whatever.
kind of
I know.
Civ 5 or 6.
It is disappointing that that's where the show ended, though, only because
Man,
yeah,
it was
we-
super
like,
disappointing. And they're the ones that did the and one more.
Yeah, they invented that shit.
You fucking stopped. Splinter Cell's dead, I guess, right?
I mean, there's
I
the
hope
rumors of like Ironside being back in like for voiceover and everything else more than just the.
Isn't he
So
an
give me a-
iron lung?
So give me a logo. You know,
he actually the
do a
reason he
Bethesda
didn't
and tell
do
me
the
you're
last-
going to work on it.
Yeah.
at least.
The reason Kiefer did the last game is actually because he was dealing with cancer. He
Yeah.
he beat it and came back.
Yeah,
And
that was out there in the news. I remember that.
yeah. They kept it quiet during the release of Conviction, and
So
then,
it's past time for a Rayman too.
It's way
I
past
want
time for a
new
Rayman.
Rayman.
You're
so
gonna
bad.
see it. You're gonna see it tomorrow. That's why they didn't put it on their own stage. It's gonna be in the
It's
direct.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Also, isn't that
And announcing the
Oh, when's
Nintendo.
I would buy that on
It's
Switch
tomorrow.
though if I got
Oh,
it.
tomorrow? Yeah.
It's tomorrow. At
It's
noon.
tomorrow. Josh, it's tomorrow.
That's what I said.
Pay
Is it
attention.
though?
You're
Yes.
the games host, Josh. Pay
I
attention.
said it tomorrow. I said it's tomorrow, you dicks.
Check the tape.
Yes, please, let's do. But anyway, impressions of the show overall.
Disappoint.
Grade it.
It was
Hashtag
grades.
Disappoint.
It's alright.
I give it a B plus.
I give it a C.
I think it didn't have the surprises that we expect from Ubisoft, but
I'm at
even
a
though
C+, I'd say.
even though we knew the games, I liked almost everything I saw.
Change mine to C minus.
I got
Alright.
bored in spots. Like, I drifted a little bit in some
Yeah.
things that were too long. There were several that were too long. They had some great stuff though. I get I was overly annoyed by the Just Dance thing. I was pissed they started with it, and it just set the wrong tone for me. I didn't like the Division stuff. It bored me. Stop looking at porn on your computer, man. It's fucking it up.
No, I wiped something and accidentally opened up a...
Since everyone asked, B- for me. I thought Assassin's Creed was cool because I'm a fan of that franchise all of a sudden.
Assassin's Creed.
We had like a 10-minute ban thing for already announced content for Mario Rabbids.
That was super weird. I went to the bathroom and came back, and it was still going.
There was some EA stuff going on in that press conference.
A little bit.
Yeah,
I mean, but we
that's
did
fair.
get. But I mean, Beyond Good and Evil 2 looks amazing.
Not that
Trials
bad.
looks amazing.
There was
Even
just-
though I
there was some
know I'm not
hints of
going to
EA.
play Skull and Bones, like that was a really good trailer they showed, even though it was a little long.
Yeah,
Like they had some good stuff. I mean,
you
so
know what?
C+.
C+ for me too. I changed my mind.
Whatever.
There were some really weird parts of that.
Yeah.
And a huge disappointment with not even a mention. Dude, could you
There
imagine,
was zero surprises.
even at the very end, if it just went, "Pew," and like the 3 green dots appeared on the screen and then they cut to black?
I mean, that
It
wouldn't have
would've-
gotten me excited, but it would have gotten a lot of people excited.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what most people
Including me.
wanted.
Everyone that's an Ubi fan would have been excited for that.
God, I love Splinter Cell so
Yeeby.
fucking much.
Like
I
on
want
the
it.
pre-show on IGN, like everyone. What's the surprise you want? Everyone was that.
I know a lot of people like Splinter Cell. It's never been my thing.
You probably would have liked Blacklist. I think
It's amazing.
it's also
so
it's not
good.
as hardcore just stealth.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
and
my
I actually
favorite
enjoy
Splinter Cell.
stealth
It
games.
really
I
is.
just
Mine
something
too.
about Splinter Cell. I haven't
Outside
liked
the
any of them I've
multiplayer.
ever played.
But even if
Yeah.
it had been Watch Dogs, which I think that they're rightly going to give that a little bit longer than they did last time, or Rayman. Like, if you're working
Yeah.
on one of those, I wish we would have got a clip of that. Now it makes me worried. Like, I know we're going to get another Watch Dogs at some point. I think we'll get another Rayman, or are they just going to make Rabbids games?
I don't know.
And Splinter Cell, I don't know.
Well, we'll figure it out. But we are cutting it real close. Sony is about to start, so
We got 6 minutes.
we're gonna cut it here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you check out all of our other videos, including just a wonderful breakdown that we're gonna do of Square Enix's 30-minute debacle, and then Sony's conference as well.
It was all right.
There was some fun stuff there, but not much. Anyway, thank you guys so much.
Like a
We will-
shorter Ubi.
We'll talk to you guys later.